I think we are live.
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 We're live. Got 4 people watching here. Oh, 3 people watching. Somebody said we're out already. You done run them off, Matt.
Sorry.
Hey, I see we got Rex Fitzgerald in here. Isaac Smith. What's up, guys? Good to have y'all on here. Hey, if you can, somebody that's watching this, if you can hear us good, I need you. Can you comment whether the audio is good or not? I got a mic set up. I hadn't done this in so long. I about forgot how everything set everything up. So somebody can comment, let me know. Turn on the live and see if you can see it. See if we got some audio going. Rex says, hear you loud and clear. Isaac says, hear you loud and clear. Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys. Robert Rowland says, sounds good. Awesome. We're going to let some more guys jump on here. But we've got a ton of new subscribers since the last time we done one of these live videos. And so for anybody who might be new here, what's up, Curtis? Good to see you, man. Anybody may be new here, the way we do these live videos is basically you guys can just go ahead and start typing in any questions you have for me or Matt, anything to do with the trained dogs, coon dogs, hunting coon dogs, gear, whatever you want to talk about. I mean, we're open to discussing coon hunting tonight. Anything y'all want to talk about. So y'all can go ahead and start rolling those questions in there, and we'll just get a conversation going. And we kind of hold these live videos. We like to go an hour. If it peters out and nobody's got anything to say after 20 minutes, we'll shut her down. But we're good for an hour if you guys are. If y'all want to hang in there and keep asking questions. If you don't mind, when you're here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. I see we got 15 people watching and only 2 likes. If you can, give us that thumbs up. We'd appreciate it. Luke Johnson, shout out my channel, please, Nick. Everybody go over and check out Luke Johnson. That is Matt Johnson's little brother.
Go check him out.
Give him a holler. Palin screaming. Oh, CJ, what's up, buddy? Good to see you on here. All right. While we got some more people coming on here, y'all go ahead if you have a question. Put your question in the comments. We'll go back and scroll through them in a minute. Nobody's heard from us in a while, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know what is the new up and coming thing with Matt Johnson. Since the last time we made a video and all, you've had several life changes, right?
I have recently got a new job.
Tell everybody where you're working.
I work at the Green River Quarry. I'm a
You want to tell them your hours and your paycheck? While you're at?
Yeah, I work at the rock quarry here in town, and man, I love it. It's a great job. I'm an equipment operator. I operate a 35-ton haul truck, skid steers, loaders, and a shovel.
Most of what he does is run a broom. I've seen him.
Mostly. Yeah. No, I've been there going on 3 months now. I'm about to get off my probationary period.
Yeah.
And get all my full-time benefits. And I get a pay raise, too.
No, hey.
Yeah, a $1 pay raise. And but it's a good company to work for. It's family-owned. It's a family that owns it, and all their kids basically run it.
Yeah.
So it's a good company to work for, man. It really is.
Now, on the girlfriend side of things have changed up a little bit too, right?
Yeah. It has. I've had a woman.
He's blushing.
I've had a girlfriend for a while now. Her name is Destiny. I love her to death. She's a good girl. She means a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it, huh?
That's it. I love her. If you're watching, honey, I love you.
And you're doing some schooling, right?
Yes. So I just got back into my college classes for EMT and doing more con ed, continuing education stuff.
Yeah.
Back in college. I'm not excited about it, but it's something that's got to be done.
Yeah.
So might as well do it now.
And the EMT thing is the last thing you got to do before you can get like hired on
full time
firefighter.
Yeah. That's the last thing I got. And I mean, honestly, I work fire departments.
Yeah.
Too. I work a couple different fire departments, but
Yeah.
to be actually full time, right now I'm just working.
That's the end goal. One day to be a full time firefighter.
Yeah, that's the end goal.
So
sometime.
Sounds like Matt's making leaps and bounds into personal life. That's good to hear.
Trying
Between
to.
school and work and a girlfriend, keeping her happy. The coon hunting time has been a little thin.
It has, but
That's all right.
We're gonna get back at it.
Yeah,
we're gonna hit it hard. 2022 is gonna be a good year.
That's it. Well, guys, ain't nothing new up with me. Working the same old job. Me and Kate still live in the same place, doing the same old thing. Hunt when we can. We'll go back here. You guys, if you have any questions about anything to do with coon hunting, training, tips, hunting stories, anything you guys want to talk about, you put them in the comment section. I'm going to go down through here and we're going to start talking about these and knocking them off here. So, Jamie Raybon. How about it? Butcher your name, buddy. Good to see you on here. We got somebody new on here. If you've never seen our live videos before, because we have a bunch of new subscribers since the last time we've done one of these, put in the comment section. Let us know that you're new here. Give us that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Stevie May, what's going on, man?
What's up, Stevie?
Curtis tells you, hey, man.
What's up, Curtis? Good to see you, brother.
I went to holler at him. I ain't talked to Curtis.
Yeah, I know.
Alan Boyd, what's up? Haven't seen you all in a while on here. Let's see. Duck Hunter. He said somebody's name, Jesse Hardy. I guess that's his name, Jesse Hardy. Good to see you, man. Andy Davis says, at what age do you give up on a pup? Well, you want the real answer or your smart aleck answer?
I think they want the real answer.
The smart aleck answer is you give up on a pup when they quit being a pup.
Yeah.
There's a line where it's not a pup anymore.
Mm-hmm.
When do you give up on a dog, though?
2 years.
Yeah, I wouldn't even really consider it until they're at least 2 years old. And then after that, man, it's really going to come down to you. You're going to know how much time you've been able to invest in a dog. So you'll know whether you give that dog a fair enough shot at being trained and having the opportunity to become a good coon dog or not. So you'll know what you've invested in it. You'll have, over past 2 years' time, you'll know kind of where you see the dog, if it's progressed any or not. And you're going to know in your heart kind of where you sit. And when it boils down to it, you're the one feeding the dog. I got Nix down there right now. She's 4 years old. She's still doing the same stuff she's been doing. I'm really thinking about sending her to a buddy of mine, let him hunt her, because I know he's got more opportunity to hunt her than I do. And, I'm kind of at my wit's end with it. But on the same token, if you'd asked me that 6 months ago, I was still going to hang with her. So it's going to come down to you, buddy. I would not even consider it until 2+ years old, though. If they're a year old and giving you fit, a year and a half giving you fit, just hang in there. Oh, let's see. Woodrow says, congrats, Matt.
Thanks, bud.
Isaac Smith, congrats, man, on the job.
Thank you.
Stevie May, we're doing good, buddy. Hadn't talked to you in a while either, Stevie. Hope you're doing good, man.
Yeah,
How did your deer season go?
Well, by the looks of his pictures, it went pretty well. Went better than mine.
I wanted to hear the story.
Well, it went better than mine because September the 11th, which is the day before opening day of deer season, I broke my hand.
Oh,
if you remember.
We hadn't talked about that. Nobody's seen this.
I know. So I broke my right hand.
Did you have a bad hand in that the video where we went up on the mountain?
Yes.
Cut the trail?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just broke it, and that was like the day before deer season. So
bow season.
No, like deer season. Like
September.
All of September the 12th.
Okay.
I broke it September the 11th.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I couldn't pull the trigger?
I was in a cast for like.
I could see you not be able to use a bow, but
yeah, no, I was in a hard cast for.
I know, I was there
3 weeks, and then I was in that brace.
You can't pull. It's just one finger. It's one finger, right?
I had no movement in my hand.
He's lazy, is what it is.
And that's that's what it is.
Oh man. Finn the River, good to see you, buddy. Let's see here. Glad to see she's keeping you in line. Woodrow says. Farmer Joe, that's a new name. Good to have you on here, buddy. Appreciate you. He says, I hunt my 9-month-old pup solo. He is tracking but can't finish yet. Any tips? I would suggest from time to time, a quarter of the time, one time out of four, take that dog with an experienced dog. If you've only hunted him solo to this point, have an experienced dog occasionally in there to hunt with him and kind of show him what the end game is all about will not do that dog any harm. So I would probably do that, and I wouldn't worry about it too much at 9 months old. I mean, around here to get a dog at 9 months old that's going off and tracking is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're well in line where it should be, maybe even ahead of the game at this point. So definitely don't get distracted about it or upset about it. But yeah, 1 out of 4, team with an experienced dog if you know somebody. CJ says, man, I can't wait to get back to videoing. Been a while myself, also, bud, and congrats, Matt. Yeah, we've been missing your videos, CJ. Ben the River says, hey, Andy Davis, I sure missed you at Mike's this year. Ian Smith, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Let's see. Rex is driving home. Stevie, missed y'all. It's been a minute. Man, it has been. Appreciate you guys on here. We got 26 people on here. Like I said earlier, I don't know if everybody's seen this or not, but these live videos, basically, you just put a comment down here. We try to go through everybody's comment. You can ask me and Matt anything about coon hunting, the dogs, training, some of the gear and stuff we use. I've got a couple new coon lights over here. Mm-hmm. We've got the Cajun Rougarou and the Big Dog Blitz.
Yeah.
If you guys want to see that, put in the comments section, and I'll have Matt grab them. We'll show them to you here in a little bit. He's got the brand new K-Light Storm. He left at his house. I really want to show that to you.
I said I would turn around.
Jesse Hardy, Duck Hunter, that's his name. Mm-hmm. Feeding his face, Rex says. I like how these guys have a conversation.
Yeah. In the comment section. Sweet.
Stevie says, I've seen dogs as late as 2 years old start. It really comes down to when you're done with the dog. That's right. It's all up to you, man. And don't let anybody else's opinion waver your mind. If you are not done, it don't matter if people think you should be done. You're the one feeding the dog. You're the one walking behind it. You're the one investing or wasting your time, however you want to see it. It's up to you. And don't let nobody sway you on it. Jeffrey Blevins, what's going on, man? Good to see you on here. Chicken and a biscuit. I should do a mukbang. Alan says, does anyone on here know where I can get a couple of blue ticks? I do not. Somebody on here might, though. Didn't go too well, Stevie says, about his deer season. I tell you, this season I had opportunity to kill a pile of deer. I had does in front of me all the time down here at my little spot I hunt in front of the house. I had a few small bucks, which I don't want to shoot them. I had one really good buck that, he was right on the property line. I could have done it, but I knew I would have regretted it, so I let him walk. But I'm still getting pictures of them. Here a while ago, I got some pictures on my phone. They're down there now. So Stevie says, Brand says, hey, brother, good to see you. You too, buddy. Stevie says, okay, fellas, what light y'all running? My big dog burned out and looking for a new one. Go grab him 2 lights back here, buddy. If you can.
Okay.
Andy said he runs Sunspot Viper. My buddy Brent over in Arkansas. He's got it, and I'm very, very impressed with the way it looks. I haven't got my hands on it yet, but I like it. I'm going to tell you, between all 4 of these brands that I know of that come out with a lot this year, I know there's several more, but like Sunspot, K-Light, Cajun, Big Dog, all these lights have really impressed me. People are really stepping up the game. I'll start right here with Big Dog Genesis first. All right, guys, let's see. Let's turn this light around. I don't know if you guys can see that very well. This is a new Big Dog Genesis, and I've got it in the soft cap and the bump cap. I've got to actually do a more thorough review of this. Levon Yoder, the guy that bought Big Dog out, he sent me 2 of these lights and wanted me to produce a commercial video for him, promotional video. So we got that done for him, and told me I could keep these lights I like them. I've been using them a lot. Basically, right here on the side, you've got one of these is a green laser. There you go. And the other's a red laser. So you got the option of two different lasers on here. You got the switch right back here on the back of the head that helps balance it out. And on the front, if you roll the switch forward, you get into your walks. You got two of them. Then you get into your spotlight. You got 3 settings on there. Now, if you roll the switch backwards, you got red, 2 levels. You have an amber, which is really impressive. I like this amber quite a bit. 2 of those, and of course, you got 2 greens. So, real lightweight. I don't know what this thing weighs. I know the original, like Big Dog Genesis, it weighed in somewhere around a pound. And this is a little bit more. The Blitz is this the Blitz they call it? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
It's a little heavier because, I think with the Genesis you had 1 module and now you got 2 more, plus you got the lasers. By the way, the toggle for the laser is right back there. So I'll give you guys a closer look at this thing. I know it's not the best camera in the world, but there you go. But anyway, it's very well balanced. It's not too heavy. Not too heavy at all.
You want me to go over this one?
Go for it, man. This right here, let me tell them about it.
Go ahead.
L.W. Nixon, a couple of years ago, maybe 3 now, bought out the Cajun Light Company. And Cajun had kind of got a bad reputation before he bought it. And he has totally revamped their company. He's got a really good reputation going now. He's taking care of people's products, and he's redesigned the light and making a really good light. So here's the Rougarou.
All right. So right there, you got your switch. Roll it forward. You got your low, medium, high.
You know how many clicks they
You
had.
had 2 lows. Excuse me. Then you roll it back. You got both your walk lights. Your bright walk light, red, bright red. And then
Does it have a green?
no, it just has the amber.
That's right. It's got a switch on it.
And then it's got the switch right here. So if I can get it to work.
It does have green.
Yes. So 1 green, your low, your high. Then while you have green on, you flip that switch and it turns the amber.
Basically, when you flip a switch, it turns on the red and the green, and it creates an amber look.
And then on the top, you got a laser.
And that's the same green bright laser that Bright Eyes came out with a couple years ago, and everybody's got now. I mean, it's very bright.
I mean, yeah.
Pew, 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 pew. Show everybody a closer look at that whole thing. Scope it around so they can see.
Oh, sorry. Laser.
The way it's got the modules on each side keeps it real well balanced from left to right. It's got a good sized battery pack, plenty of battery power. Been a pretty good one.
It is. I wish I had brought my K-Light. Dadgum.
I wish you had too.
But yeah, that K-Light, it's pretty jam up.
The K-Light Storm, Sandra sent that to me as well. You guys may or may not know, a lot of the light companies are hiring me now to do like their promotional work for them, make their little videos and stuff. And Sandra, she sent it to me. The Storm is really cool. It's got some innovations to it that I haven't seen anywhere else. It's got battery indicator on the battery, which I know there's another company making a separate battery indicator you can check your battery with. But this is actually built into the back of the battery. It's got 4 lights, so it breaks itself down. The lights start going out as the power goes down. The battery pack itself, the cord, when it comes in the top, it actually unscrews. So if you want to, say you were going on a hunting trip to where you weren't going to have a place to charge your light, you can actually go to Sandra and purchase an additional battery. I don't know what they cost. But anyway, you could have an extra battery. Or if you drop it and break it or whatever, you can get just the battery on to replace the entire light. And then on top, it's got the main beam, which has got one of the tightest spots that I've seen so far this year.
It's really tight.
Yeah. If you go over to my Instagram or if you go to my Facebook, I think we even did a video here. We show him wearing this thing shining across the field, and there's no editing tricks on that. I didn't tighten it down or nothing. That is exactly how tight that thing is. And it's got a green laser on it that stays right there in the main beam. Let's see, it's got
red.
It's got these modules on the side that they've got their own separate clicker on the back to turn them on and off with. And what's cool about it is you can actually take these modules off. So I think you get it with like a red and a white, but you can get it with a blue. You can get it with all these different colors. You can buy them separately, or you can get them, as a package whenever you buy the lot. I don't remember how much they cost, but anyway,
$25 each module.
You think it? Okay.
$25 each module.
Don't hold us to that sounds right.
I'm pretty sure it's 25 each module.
So if you got the red and the white for walking, you could get the blue, and just takes like 2 seconds to unscrew the thing, take the red out or whatever, put the blue in. Anyway, if you leave the red and the blue in there and you click them both on at the same time, it creates a purple. And I was really skeptical about this purple whenever she was first telling me about this. And we took it down there in the field, and you'll see the pictures on that video. You can go back on my YouTube here and look at the K-Lot Storm promotional video. The purple is like nothing you've ever seen before in the coon hunting world. It's incredibly impressive. And Sandra had it down there in Texas when she was developing this light. She put it in a couple of guys' hands, and she said that the coons will look at the purple when they look at nothing else, because I guess it looks different to them. It's not a threatening color. Coons, I guess, I don't know if they're even colorblind or what, but you give them now. It seems like they don't even want to look at the red too much. But she said the purple, they definitely look at it. There's something about it. I know I've got a laser pointer here at my house. I've got 2 of them. I got a green one and I've got a purple one. And my green one, when I shine around, my basset hound will chase it, and kind of fun. But there's something about that purple. When I turn it on,
no, he goes
nuts. There's something about that color with a dog, and I don't know if that translates over to a raccoon or not. But it's really impressive, and she got a really good price on it. And I definitely recommend you guys watching that video if you're interested in calling her and talking to her about it and get her send you one. It's got bump cap, soft cap, or whatever. So let's see who else you got on here. Mike Harden says, "Hey man, did you make it to the Grand American?" No, I did not make it to the Grand American this year. We are thinking about going down to the Walker Days in Union the last weekend in February. We may have a hunting trip planned to go coon hunting, and if that happens, I won't be there. But if we don't make it to that one, me and Matt probably roll down like on Saturday, because it's a little over an hour away. Something
it's like an hour and
it's down there where we
10
can
minutes.
hunt a lot. Yeah. So if you guys want to come see us, I'll just follow my Instagram or follow Facebook, whatever. I'll post if we're going to be down there. Rex says he's hunting the Superior Hellcat Max. CJ says, this new job got me working like a dog, but it's starting to work itself out. And finally over my knee injury. Yeah, you guys hadn't seen videos from a while. Hope you don't mind me telling this, CJ. But CJ had some knee issues and stuff and a few surgeries. And that's the reason why he ain't been filming a whole lot. So, but doing better. I'm glad to hear it. Stevie says, let me see the blitz, and do they make it in the belt light? I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if they do for sure, but I would bet they probably do. I do know that the Storm, Sandra can make hers in the belt light, and I know Cajun can make his in the belt light too. I've seen him make some. Luke says, I like when we went hunting. Well, Luke, you want to go hunting with us more, man? I think you invite him about every time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do. He's got to sleep,
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's at home resting tonight, ain't he?
I think so, yeah.
Benny River says, Superior Light's good and rugged. That's what I use. I've only laid my hands on one of them one time. I had a guy trade one in one time for a Genesis. And it was pretty well beaten up. That's not a knock on the product. It was just in bad condition when I got it. A couple things wrong with it. But I'd like to put my hands on one. Farmer Joe said, thanks for your help. Really enjoy your videos. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being on here.
Thanks, bud.
Anybody here is watching this right now and you're brand new to our channel, because we've got a ton of new subscribers. Basically, these live videos, you can ask me and Matt anything about coon hunting, training tips, gear reviews, how we hunt our dogs, how we film things, anything that you're interested in about the channel, me and Matt, put in the comment section below. We try to answer every single comment on here. Bubba Jordan says, good to see you guys. I'm always interested in seeing new lights. I need to get my 13-year-old grandson a light. I tell you, if you're looking at getting a young kid a light, Cajun has this new little light, and I can't remember the name of it. Can't remember the name. Let me hang on. Let me see if I can find that.
I was thinking about the big dog. What's that one called? The Micro.
I don't know if they're still making that.
Are they still make? I didn't know.
They might be, but okay. It's called. I'll see if I can bring up a picture over here. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but anyway, this is called the Micro Gator hunting light. It's $175, and okay, you guys can see it right there. You see how tiny the head is on that thing? This thing is super lightweight, and basically what it is, it's a walk light that's amplified because all the power is put into the walk light instead of the main beam. It's really bright, really cheap, and really good for youth. So, Milk Can Shine, nice to see you again, man. It's been a while. Good to see you here, bud.
I can't quit yawning.
You too tired, man.
I know.
Duck Hunter's a coon dog. All right, so Andy Davis says that John Steber, Steber, in Olney, Illinois, I think he means, has some nice blue ticks. Somebody asked earlier where they can find some blue ticks. I can't say your name on here, buddy, but he says I told you I'd be here. I appreciate it, man. Stevie, I see you've been. Oh man, I about deleted it. Stevie's been blocking. He's a moderator for us. He's been deleting comments. Appreciate that, man.
Do that job, boy.
That's right. Stevie on the case. Woodrow Smith says Alan Boykin touch base with Paint Lit County. You might have an idea on Bluetooth. Stevie, does Levon still uphold the warranty that Matt set in place? I believe so. Don't hold me to that. But I've had conversations in the meantime with Levon. He's a really good dude. He's trying to keep the company, at the standards it's always been. So, what's the youngest you would start using static on a pup? Okay, he means like an e-collar,
Yeah.
like I was hitting you with earlier.
Yeah.
Had y'all like a little thumbnail for this video. Have to keep him in line.
Yeah.
Well, I give you the manufacturer suggestion is they need to be at least 20 pounds, and that's just for the safety of the animal. Be honest with you, I don't start using anything until around 6 months old, and I just feel like they need to have a little bit of maturity to them, and they're not real mature at that age. But I like to give around 6 months old because most of the stuff before that hand is going to be up close and personal. Me and the dog, I can verbally scold them or correct them or do whatever I need to do. So I'd sit around in maybe 4 months old, just depending on the maturity of the dog. You can kind of gauge that. When you think the dog is mature enough to do it, then go for it. I do go ahead and start putting the collars on the dogs at a very young age, just get them used to the weight of it and the feel of it. Don't turn on or use it on anything. I will tell you guys a little trick. We've verbalized it on videos before, but while we're talking about that with young dogs, I've had a lot of people recently ask me, how do we tone train a dog? And one of the ways we do is when they're really young, even 3 or 4 months old, I go ahead and put that e-collar, or you can use your tracking collar, whatever makes a tone noise. Put that around their neck. Go out in the yard, play with them, do whatever you want to do, and hit the tone button. Definitely don't want to do any static or shock or whatever you call that, but hit that tone. And oftentimes they're very young, and that's a very new sound to them, and they will often come running to you, just out of either being scared or being startled or not knowing what's going on. They'll run to you. And if they don't quite run to you, you can go ahead and call them to you, and they'll be like, okay, well, he's my safe space. I don't really know what this noise was. I'm going to go to him. And that kind of sets the precedence of them coming to you when they hear that noise. And you just do that over and over and over with more repetition and you calling the dog. And that's how I've always trained my dogs to come to me when I tone them. Then it gets to the point where you don't have to call them at all. They can be in there a mile, like Hyde and Ixar, and I told them they turn around and come back. So, Iraq Arab, man. Appreciate that, Stevie. Jacob Smith, what's going on, brother? Good to see you on here. Davian Walton, do you use two dog leads? What do you mean? Like, do we use one for each dog, or do we use one with a splitter? Every dog has their own lead. But I'll be honest with you, if we're not close to a road, we don't even usually do it.
Nah, no, they usually walk out with us, or uh, usually we don't. Like if we're close to a road, we'll get up, pretty close, and we'll leash them up. But usually Hyde and Nix, they stay right there. They don't get 20 feet in front of us. So
Yeah. That's one of the things when they're young, I try to teach in the obedience is when I say, let's go, or, let's walk the truck or come on, I taught them to try to stay with me and not wander off. Now, if I point and say, go hunt, I'll take off right there. So I could walk him 200-300 yards if I want to, cast him and he'd go. Or I say, let's go, and he'll just stay with me all the way to the truck. But like Matt says, we really just bring the lead to tie him at the tree, maybe if we need to, or if we know we're going to be walking in an unsafe area and we need to have control over the dog, we'll put the lead on.
yeah.
But every dog has their own lead. Stevie says, I like the K-Light Storm and actually been looking into it, but do they make it in Bell Light over the cap? I think I answered that earlier. Yes, absolutely. The Boss Patriot is a great light, a pretty good light for the price. I haven't laid my hands on one. I've seen them. But I've actually never laid my hands on the Boss light. I'm not saying they're good or bad. What's up with this thing? Sorry, I'm trying to flip through you guys' messages and I keep highlighting them. I just want to delete them or something. Alan Boykin, what are best prices on tracking collars and be reliable? I don't know what the prices on things are right now. We kind of shut down our online store just because to be honest with you, the tax is just killing me on this stuff. So I kind of got out of that for a little while. We'll probably still stay into it a little bit, maybe next year. But so I don't know what like the new Alpha 200 is going for. I do know that the Doctor still got the Pathfinder. It's around $400. Sport Dog's got the Tech 2. I don't know what the price is on that. Um, be honest with you, I haven't even tried the Garmin 200. I have no idea what the range is. I've heard a lot of mixed comments both ways on that. Some dudes absolutely hate it, say it has no range at all, and some people say it's just as good as all the other Garmin products before. I'm running the Dolce primarily right now, and when it comes to tracking system, I'll just put this out there. I'm not brand loyal. I want to use whatever is the best system I can get for the safety of my dogs. And I've been using a Dolce recently for the last year or two, and it has given me hardly any trouble. I had one collar I got brand new, took it out of the box. Nick's went like 40 yards, it cut off on me. And sent it to Dolce. They sent me a new one, and that's been well over a year, maybe 2 years ago, and I ain't had an issue out of it since. And the range is always good, so I'm liking the Doctor right now. I do know there's rumors out there that Doctor is going to be coming out with another one, and Sport Dog is too. So we'll see what they come up with. Let's see here. Dog RV. Can you train a red bone to hunt close and not wander too far away? Most of our public land in Nebraska is not too large and worried about going on private land. Yeah, you can pretty much train any dog to hunt close if you want to. It's really going to come down to um, the fundamentals of how you train that dog. If you take a dog out, say when they're a young dog, you teach them to be tone trained, like we talked about earlier. You take them out and you cut them in the woods, and you let them range out whatever you think is going to apply where you hunt, whether it's 300 yards, 500 yards, or whatever. And then you just kind of tone them and keep them back. Over time, with repetition, hounds pick up on patterns and things like that, and they will just kind of learn over time that they get near that bounds, they'll start swinging back. I've seen it time and time again where guys had a small piece of property to train their dog on, and they kept having to tone their dog. We've even had that issue with Hyde one time. We was hunting places close as the road, and I kept toning him. And so then next time we hunt some big country, he didn't go that far, and I had to kind of go in there and get him pushed on, and remind him, don't come until I call you. So You can definitely teach a dog that way, and it's just through practice and calling your dog back when you think he's at the distance you want him to be. So definitely doable. Crystal says, when are y'all going to have Matt's brother back?
I don't know. I ask him every time I go, and he says that he's tired and that he wants to sleep. So
We're going to get Matt or Luke Johnson on here. It's been a long day, man.
It has. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Whatever.
No, you ain't.
Yes, I have.
Lie to 41 people all at one time.
I ain't lying to never, not one of y'all.
We got 41 people and 24 likes, guys. Come on, hit that thumbs up button for us. We'd appreciate it. Like I said, anybody's watching this that hadn't been watching the whole time, you have any questions or comments about anything to do with coon hunting, whether it's the gear, the training, the hunting, the filming, put in the comment section. We're going to try to get to everybody. We do need to have Luke on here. Yeah. Stevie says, message me, brother. I'd like to get Levon's number so I can send my big dog off. Nothing else, a backup lot. Definitely will, buddy. As soon as I can get off here. Alan says, what state's that kennel from, Woodrow? Stevie says, I finally got me a good hound. She's an older hound, but we've treated probably over 100 this year, and she's done really good. 85% accurate. Man, that's really good. Didn't you have a dog get run over not long ago? I remember you telling me something about that. I hate to hear that. Ohio's Hard Knock Kennel says, we use Boss lights, very durable for the price.
Boss, B-O-S-S?
B-O-S-S, yeah. I can't remember. I may have this wrong. Is it Kevin Rainwater owns a dog spot business? I think that's his brand. Maybe it's somebody else, but somewhere up there in Kentucky or Ohio, one that makes them lights. They're just not big down in this part of the South. I don't know why. They're just, I ain't saying there's anything against them. I just don't see guys with them down here. Down here, of course, it's Bright Eyes because they're just right down the road. And then Cajun's real big because he's out of North Carolina now. K-Light's real big in the South. You know, everything's got their kind of area.
Excuse me.
Isaac says, Painless Screaming Kill is in Virginia. That's right. Pathfinder's best option, in my opinion, Trickle Creek says. Woodrow Smith says, I've got a 3-year-old female that will run track and tree till we get to them. A 3-year-old female that will run track and tree till we get to them. And then she loses interest in the tree and wants to run around. If we tie her back, she'll tree a little more. What's your advice? Woodrow, I'll ask you, have you knocked the coons out to her? And if so, how does she act with them? Have you shown the dog that there's a reward for her staying at the tree? If you have, and she's still doing this, my advice would be, if you're hunting with other dogs, go in there, tie her back away from the tree, like 20 or 30 yards. The dogs that are treeing, shoot the coon out to them, reward those dogs, and do not ever let her touch or get near that coon. And she will get jealous. She'll be like, I want part of this. I don't know why I'm not part of this. And things will work in her mind and she'll click. And a lot of times they'll start treeing. She'll be like, okay, those dogs did something different than me and they got rewarded. I need to do what they're doing. It works a lot of times. It may not work, but a lot of times it does. But Woodrow, comment below if you've shot the coons. I'm sure you have. Ohio Hard Knocking Kennel. Doctor for sure. Best system out there. Rex. I like the doctor. Heath Edwards. What's going on, brother? Good to see you on here. Dog RV. Thank you. I love my doctor. No problem. The breeder recommended it, and you guys do also. Dog RV. Comment where you from, man. It's the first time I've seen you on here. I'd like to know more about you. Clay, what's your opinion on the best squallers out there? I'm really liking the tree shaker. Tree shaker's really good. We were selling those for a while. I don't think I've got any. No.
I think we got enough squallers.
You want to see my squaller collection?
Hold on. That's not it.
Well, there's like 2 or 3 more.
Well, yeah. Well, there goes.
I got about every squaller you could think of. Let's see. No,
that's not the tree shaker. Sandy Mush.
Empty ball. That's a real good one. That's the
Yeah.
old Timothy ball right there.
I've got that in my truck. I love my Timothy ball.
Billy Linton's a good one. Zeps is a good one, of course. I don't know who makes these. Somebody sent this to me as a prototype, but it had some issues.
Yeah,
Lord,
we're gonna have to organize the office.
look in. Grab that one out of there.
Yeah.
Here's my the goodness favorite, and half of it has to do with the looks of it. Scott Christian, he makes Squallers. I can't remember. JC Calls right here. He makes custom Squallers. I hate making this color. He put Nightlife on the ring, and I really like this one. I had a lot of coons look at this one when they're looking at nothing else. I like the colors customized for me. I can't remember what he gets on these. It's been so long since I ordered one. But JC Calls is a really good one if you're willing to spend a little more money. I think this one was 30, 40, 50 bucks custom. And then the Tree Shakers are really good Squallers for the money. They're like 25 bucks or something, and they glow in the dark. So depending on your budget, you go something a little more custom, or you can go with like a Tree Shaker. So I got way too many
I do
Squallers.
not know where the tree shakers are. They're like all in one spot. I bet they're right there
I think I got rid of them all.
in the closet of doom.
Oh,
Death.
Yeah, probably.
Golly dang, man.
Crystal Smith. Said you commented, but I can't see it. Hidden Rails Farm. What's going on? Good to see you on here. Appreciate you. That's a brand new name for the live chat, so I appreciate you coming on here and talking with us. Ohio Hard Non Kill. They are from Kentucky. Okay. I guess you're talking about the ball slots. I knew there's somewhere.
Right.
Stevie May, same dog. She came out of it and hunted the best she had since I had her. Well, that's fantastic. I thought it killed the dog. So to hear she's doing that good and made it is awesome. Roger said yes, they gave her a few, so he has knocked some dogs out to her, or some coons out to the dog. Excuse me. Stevie says we started using the Ruger 2245 Light like you have, and I'm sold on it. Man, that's amazing gun. Him that gun, and it's loaded. Show you guys the gun Stevie's hunting with, and I'm hunting with as well. All right, so this right here is 2245 Ruger Light. This is what I've been hunting with now for a couple years. You've seen this in my videos and stuff. I also used to hunt with a Browning butt mark, and I love that gun. I still got that gun. And honestly, at first, I was more accurate with the Browning because it's a lot heavier. This one's so lightweight, you kind of shake with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're expecting to be holding like a heavy gun, what you're used to, and this one's so light, you kind of shake with it, I guess. But after you get used to it, man, this gun's been really impressive. I've got the Vortex Venom sight on here, red dot.
And it's only good if it's sighted in and I don't drop it.
Yeah, if Matt don't drop it.
Trying to climb into a den tree in Arkansas.
I don't know if you guys saw that video, but Matt put this thing in his back pocket and was going to climb up into a den tree to get a coon out. And he made one step beside the tree, and this sucker rolled out and hit the ground. And I'm like, yeah, there goes the accuracy on that bad boy. I need to clean this thing. But anyway, it's a really good gun. I don't remember what they retail. One thing I really like them is if you got the safety on, there's a button right back here on the very back. You click that button, and the whole gun comes apart. And then you can pull your bolt and carrier and all that out, clean the gun. The old Rugers were very hard to clean. You see it's got a lip right there, and it's got like a little cutout. You just hook it on that, and you're good to go.
It's a very easy cleaning gun.
Very good gun. Love that gun for coon hunting. Absolutely love it. I will recommend you pick you up a couple extra clips or magazines. Mags. That's what the proper term for them are.
Yeah, you can't call them magazine or clips, though.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. That's that goes just the M1 Grand and things of that nature. Omaha, Nebraska is where Dog Harvey. That's cool, man. Y'all got a lot of coon hunting out that way. Stevie May said the JC Squalls are a little pricey, but they're custom made and sound great. Yeah, like I say, if you're on a budget, you don't spend a whole lot and still get a fantastic squaller. Those tree shakers or I think it's Bayou Legacy Game Calls tree shakers. We used to sell them. There's a lot of people selling them now. They're great calls. Uh, Painlick says he can't get the tree shaker to work around here. JC Calls and the Eye Opener are the two I've had the best results with. Gotcha, man. Clay says, Clay, whoever's on here named Clay, put your last name. I want to know who you are, where you're from. That's a brand new name to the channel here with me watching. So I'd like to get to know you a little better. He says, I've got a squall an old Amish guy made for me. Works pretty good. That's awesome. I tell you that Timothy Ball, the old original Timothy Ball,
Oh, dude,
don't get much better than that.
I've got mine. It's actually the one that you gave me.
Now,
Was that
yeah, that was
a
actually
year ago? Last year for my birthday?
I found a guy in Mississippi that had a box.
You want me to go get it?
No, it's the same as that. I mean,
But mine's still in the package. Like it's got the instructions with it.
We'll save that for the next live. If you guys want to see that,
Right. Yes. Comment below.
We'll
But
show you guys.
It's in the original packaging. Still has the original
From like
owner's
the
name
80s.
from the 80s. Yes.
Yes.
And I took it out once because my biscuit eating dog I have at home decided to bark at two coons in a tree. That's another story though.
Yeah.
If y'all want to hear that story, comment. Next live we do, I will tell the full story. It is a good story. It really is. It's funny.
Those Timothy Balls, those are great. I had some guy down in Mississippi. He had a box of them, and they were new, old stock, what they call it, brand new, old, never been opened, never been used. And I can't remember what he wanted for those things. And I tried to buy every single one of them, give him at a deal. He wouldn't budge off the price. So anyway, I bought me one, I bought Matt one. I went and bought two because they had a red one that's supposed to be really good. He had a red one and then the brown one. And I bought a red and a brown for Kim because he said the red ones were really good. And I don't know what the real difference is besides the color. And then I got a couple because I knew Brent down in Arkansas would want a couple. So I got him a couple. And man, they were really cool. Stevie says $25, I believe, and 15 more to be customized. I think he's talking about the JCs. Dog RV, I've been running into a lot of coyotes and we hunt alone, so I need to keep them away. I tell you one thing that really helps with that. We found that out hunting in South Carolina. There's a lot of coyotes.
Yes.
If you will get you one of these sport dog beacon lights and you get the clear, just the white, and put that on your dog. It goes on the back of the collar so it shines straight up. A lot of times, and there's actually been a study about this. I don't feel like
Let me look at
I may have one down there too. I'm not sure. But anyway, the coyotes seem to see that white light coming through the woods. In their mind, they associate it with a hunter, a flashlight. So they stay away from the dog. So I'd highly recommend you getting them. You go to Sport Dogs website, they sell them, or a million other supply stores online. About everybody sells them. I've used them for years. I always keep a different color on my collars so I can always just see a difference. Like if the green's going through the woods, I know that's Nick's. Orange is going through the woods or blue, it's Hyde. But they got green, blue, red, white, and amber. The only one I would definitely recommend not using is the amber. To me, it's just not bright. It is not worth it at all. My favorite to use, the green is really good in the summertime. It makes the green foliage in the woods just glow. You can see it a long ways. And then I really like the red and the blue. Main reason why those are emergency colors. And if you're hunting near roads, to put a blue light that blinks, because these things will blink, put a blue light blinking on your dog and they get near the road and somebody sees a blue light, they tend to hit the brakes. So kind of cheap insurance. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's always gonna work, but I'd rather spend the $15-$16 on that and try, But yeah, man, Dog RV, grab that white sport dog beacon, put that on the back of your dog's neck, and see what happens. Reading on a Mountain. That's a brand new name to the channel, man. I appreciate you being on here. Reading, like a book, Reading on a Mountain. Says, our game land's a good option to hunt on here in Western North Carolina. One, reading on a mountain. Comment below. I want to know where in Western North Carolina you are. Two, the ones that are local to me, I'm in Harrison County. There's two close here. There's Pisgah, that's a national forest, and then Green River Game Lands. You can hunt them. Pisgah gets shut down in the wintertime. They shut the gates on a lot of the roads, so you can't really get back there and access it. Green River Game Lands, the few guys that live around here, the private land is so thin, they hunt out a ton. So it gets hunted out pretty quick. Now, as far as other game lands around Western North Carolina, I hear there's one up above Leicester in the Sandy Mush area that's pretty good. Never hunted it. I don't really know. I hear there's one near Morganton or Marion that's pretty good. You can give that a try. So comment below. I want to know where you're from. Stevie says we have the same vortex side on ours too. That's a killer combo, man. Hidden Rail Farms. What is the best brand of collar? Regular, not tracking, or shock? Oh, you mean just like a regular nameplate collar, like you'd have on your dog? The Dayglow stuff is really good. I really like them. They're really durable. They seem to last. They don't get mildewy or stinky as bad. I tend to stay away from leather collars just because they can get mildewy and start smelling. Dayglow stuff, any of that's really good. I like one with a reflective band. So, if my flashlight hits it or a car light at night or something, kind of helps keep the dog a little bit extra safety. So that's what I go with. There's two or three different other brands. There's also something they call like a beta. And I think that's something to do with the material. It's like a rubberized material. It's really nice feeling, but I worry about, if you tie a dog back and then pulling on it, it's a little stretchy. I'd rather it not stretch, if that makes sense. Stevie says they're loud. Yes, they're very loud. If you have a dog that has an issue with being gun shy, hunting with a pistol, period, is tough. Jacob Jones says, any new hunting videos coming out? We don't have any filmed right now. Me and Matt basically just been focused on enjoying things and not really taking the camera. It got to be like a full-time job for us, so we kind of put it down for a while and just focused on just living.
Yeah,
but
just enjoying the hunt.
That's it. But we were actually talking this before we got on live tonight. We've got somebody losing next county over. He messaged me today, so he's having issues with the coons getting around his chickens. And I said, man, maybe that'd be a good idea to take a camera down there. So maybe this weekend we got some weather rolling in, so I'm not sure. But I would say within a week or so, you should probably have another hunting video out of us. I do have trying to plan a hunting trip in February down the East Coast, North Carolina, that I'm hoping is going to be amazing, and we'll be filming that one if and when we go. And we're going to let the cat out of the bag on this one. Planning on, if we can, get together with CJ Witt and his dad and brother for that hunt. So it'd be like a collab. If you'd like to see a collab between Paint Lick and Nightlife, comment in the section below. Let's see. Trickle Creek, heading to the woods. Have a good one, buddy. Clay, last name is Neal. I'm from Owensboro area in Western Kentucky. Cool, man. How far are you from Lamatonia Lakes? We used to go out there every year and hunt in December. I ain't been in a couple of years, but I love that country out there. TDI says, is there any snow? We have 80 centimeters of snow, and it's hard for hounds to run now. We had some snow just a while ago, like last week or two. We got a foot of snow, and some of it's still hanging around, but we hadn't hunted in it. Generally around here, if you hunt your dogs in the snow and you hunt them hard, you're going to end up getting some foot issues because the dogs aren't acclimated to it. But in places that get a lot of snow and they hunt snow often, dogs' feet generally acclimate to it. And as long as you know how to kind of monitor your dogs and don't push them too hard, they'll be fine. I see you said 80 centimeters. It must be not from America.
I don't even know how much 80 centimeters is.
I don't know how much 80 centimeters. TDI, comment below where you're watching from. It's always good to know. Caleb Creamer, what's going on, buddy? He says, I have 11-month-old Ribbon puppy. How would you train him to run by himself? Caleb, best thing I can tell you, man, is you just got to, for one, you say he's 11 months old. I hope you've already done this. If not, get on this first. make sure you got a very good bond with that dog. I want you to take him out on the lead. I want you and him to become best friends together. You need to get him leash broke where he can walk on a lead without pulling. Make sure you get your kennel manners down pat, whether you don't want him barking in the kennel or how much you want him barking, all that stuff. I also want you to get him obedience trained to where he will come to you when you call him, no matter what. And I want you to make sure that he's not gun shy. By doing that, you're going to get around him clapping your hands real loud. If he's not scared of that, maybe progress up to a pellet gun stuff. That way, you've got all the fundamentals and the basics covered. And there's way more to this than what I'm just blowing through here. But take care of all that stuff. And once you got him squared away, I want you to take him out in the woods by himself and cut him. At 11 months old, if he's never been hunting much or if he's only been hunting with other dogs, he may hang around your feet. At that point, I just want you to go for a walk in the woods. You've got that 11-month-old dog, and you and him are just going for a walk off leash. And let him go and explore at his own pace. If he starts trotting off and leaving and going away from you, just kind of post up at a tree and let him go and see what he does. If he hangs around your feet, you keep walking. And take your time. The hunt like that can take 2 or 3 hours with absolutely nothing happening. But eventually, that dog is going to smell something. It's going to pique his interest, and he's going to take off, and he's going to be in his own little world in there, and you're just going to sit back and see what happens. And then at that point, you'll see what he's tracking, whether he's trailing, whether he's going to try a tree, this, that, and the other. And then you can adjust what you're going to do at that point. But to get him started on it, you just got to take him to the woods. You got to put the miles in. I would suggest if you roll back on our channel or search in the search bar, Training Pup Solo. We have a 3-part video series. It's like an hour's worth of footage. We're interviewing a buddy of ours named Chris Rochester. He has a plot hound that's in the Hall of Fame now called Maximus. He trained that dog completely, well, pretty much solo. And it's amazing. He's an amazing coon dog. And we sat down for like an hour and we broke it down 3 videos, him talking how he done that. It goes very much in depth. So go back there, search that, and watch those videos. They will give you a lot of answers.
2 feet 7.496 inches.
2 feet 0.7. So like
2 feet 7.496 inches.
Wow, it's a little over 2.5 feet.
That's a lot.
About 80
that's a lot of snow, man. More power to you. I don't like snow. Destiny, if you're watching, I know you want snow. I don't want it.
I like the snow that comes and like 2 days later.
It's gone. Yeah. And like it doesn't stick around and there's no ice and I don't have to get out in it.
Woodrow Smith said red and blue beans are great. That's what I run on my hounds. Reading on the mountain says I'm in Madison County. All right, man. Madison County. Let's see. I'm trying to think what game land's near you. If you can, I hear that there's a really good game land in Leicester. That's not that far from Madison County. Over at Sandy Mush. Right above Leicester. It may even be Sandy Mush Game Lands, if I remember correctly. Look that up. I hear a lot of guys have hunted that and really like it. I've never been there, though. So, Hidden Rails Farm says yes. And I forgot what the question is. Isaac Smith, what sight do you have on your pistol? That pistol has a Vortex Venom. I think it was called Vortex. It's a red dot sight. My Brandon Buckmark actually had a Millet red dot with a 2-power magnification on it. Millet was kind of a cheap. I think it's called Millet. But anyway, it's kind of cheap. Knocks off kind of easy. That one right there has been a really good one. Still planning on getting up to Henderson County to hunt with you boys. Stevie, anytime you want to come, you're welcome down here. But the hunting ain't that good here. But I will tell you, I've got 500 acres. We can hunt anytime we want. It's not the best land. It's just like hunting at your house, straight up and down. We do take a side-by-side in there. Got a couple trails. So, but man, anytime you want to come, you come on. Ian Smith, what dog food do you feed Nick? I'm still feeding Value Pack. Same thing I've fed for since the beginning of this channel, pretty much. We made a switch over to Value Pack and still hunting. It's been good food. I haven't had any kind of issue with it. I cannot remember the protein fat ratio, which one it is. I'll try to find that. I'll look at it and see what it is on the bag and post it on Instagram or something next day or two. Chris Smith, your messages are going away. I don't know if you mean that or not. Just let you know. Painley said, yeah, buddy, we're looking forward to it. Yeah. we're hoping to get together at Paint Lick and do that hunt. Clay says Lamb Twin Lakes just an hour and a half drive from my house. That's awesome, man. That's some as far as public land goes. And I know they say the White River Refuge in Arkansas is amazing too, but that was some really good hunting Lamb Twin Lakes. Rex says his hounds will trim all night in the snow. Stevie May says, almost had a dog get shot, and I caught the old boy at the tree this year, and I kind of lost my temper. Yeah, well, you don't mess with a man's dog, do you? We've had a couple close ones like that. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Woodrow Smith, yeah, man, Pain Lake Not Live would be a great video. Mike Brown watching in from Lake Gaston, North Carolina. Mike, appreciate you on here, buddy. It's always good to see some new faces.
Thank you, bud.
Isaac Smith wants to see the Pain Lake Nightlife collab videos. Stevie May, another thing, when it's really cold, it's real hard for a hound to strike a track unless it's absolutely screaming hot. That's very true. And right now, in January, the rut's going on, around where I live especially. And you end up with a lot of den trees and stuff. A lot of crazy tracks. Our dog RVs, I love your comment about it being okay to treat things other than the raccoon. Yeah, and I got some flack on that. There were some guys that commented on there that didn't like that. You know what post he's talking about? I put it on Facebook not long ago. Basically,
I go through so many of our posts, I can't keep up with them. Being honest.
Well, there's a guy. He was on there earlier. He commented. He messaged me, and he was talking about something to do with he can't get his dog to quit treeing possums, and he said I can't have a dog that trees possums. And I always try to take a situation and look at it from very weird angles to find the problem and find solution. It don't matter what it is in my life. And so when he said I can't have a dog that trees possums, it just clicked in my mind. It was kind of smart aleck of me to say this, and I try not to defend him, and I hope I didn't. He didn't. I've talked to him since. I said, why not? Why can't you have a dog that trees possum? Why can't you?
Yeah, 40, 50 years ago, I mean, that's what people did.
Yeah.
Before coon hunting was a big sport, especially like down in Cherryville.
Yeah.
Next to Mr.
AL.
Yeah. I mean, that's what their sport was. It was possum hunting.
Yeah.
They didn't coon. And then just one night, they treated a coon. He's like, cool.
Yeah. He said,
we'll start doing this.
They was hunting for meat.
Yeah. And, I mean, my family did it. My family had dogs that would tree possums or coons. Whichever one, they chewed it out.
Back in the day, you had sick on dogs. Whatever you sick that dog on, that's what we did. And
my grandpa had a dog. He said if a deer would climb a tree, that dog would have treated it.
That's right. And what I meant to him when I said why not was, what makes you think you can't have a dog that trees possums? And he kind of responded back. He said, well, that's frowned upon, basically. I can't remember how he worded it, but basically it's frowned upon. And I said, I get that. It is in the competition world. And me personally, I don't want to tree possums. I don't enjoy it. But listen, if you're the man that bought the dog, nobody paid for it and bought it for you. If you're the man buying the dog feed, and we all are, we all bought our own dogs, we all feed them, buy our own feed, we pay our own vet bills. This is our dog, this is our property, this is our friend, this is our companion, whatever. We shouldn't allow anyone else's opinion dictate whether we enjoy the dog. And I asked him, I said, what is it about it that you enjoy? Do you enjoy the type of species of animal that's in the tree at the end, or do you enjoy getting out in the woods and spend time with that dog and listening to it hunt?
No.
And he said, I enjoy the dog. I said, then honestly, it don't really matter what's in the tree at the end. Mm-hmm. It could be slick if, we don't want them slick.
No.
Everybody's got their own opinion. You're tied to it. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the night, if you had a good time, you had a good time. And that's a success for me.
Right. And hunting, it's not all about the killing aspect of it. It's just like our ideal here at nightlife is a way of life. It's something that you can come in after a long days of work, get your dog, go out, spend a couple hours in the woods, get closer with God, get closer with the earth, get closer with nature, get closer with your surroundings, and really just kind of get away. It's like a kind of like a mini vacation.
Mm-hmm.
That's you can take any. I mean, you don't have to plan for it. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have to pay money. Yeah, you have to pay money, but you're not paying hundreds of dollars. You're not driving.
It's something you can fit in your life as you
Right,
need it to get away from your everyday
right,
worries and troubles.
right.
That's what it's all about. And so, like there's one guy down there in Union, South Carolina, and I don't know if he's still alive and still hunting or not. But he used to ride around down there in the game lanes. You go hunting, and there would be it's like a little S10 or little Nissan hard body 2-wheel drive vehicle truck, and he'd be pulled over on the side of the road, and you would hear a dog way in there, and it was running deer or whatever. And this old dude was sitting there with the windows down. He was not physically able to get into the woods, but he just loved hearing a dog run. And so he couldn't even train a dog. So he would actually go to the pound and find hounds and stuff people, got away or whatever. And he would adopt them and take them hunting. And, he'd get them used to him, and they'd eventually come back to him. Sometimes it's daylight. The dog would finally give up what he was doing. He'd come back out to the road. Or if it went down around there in another road, he would drive his truck down there and he'd just listen. And I talked to him several times. He's a good dude, and he just enjoyed being out there. That's really what it's all about. And that's what my whole comment and post was. And there was a couple guys that got on there that were heavy competition hunters, and they tried to create a stink about it. And whatever. I get it. If you're comp hunter, you definitely can't tolerate it. We're not all comp hunters. But at the end of the day, shouldn't let nobody's opinion affect whether you enjoy it and how you enjoy it. And that's what the whole thing is about. So sorry to get on my soapbox there. Let's see. Rex says, "Hey Stevie, how cold is really cold?" Stevie, it's not about treeing, it's about fellowship and the brotherhood that comes with the sport. That's right, man.
Look at this picture my mom just sent me. That's Lucky, and mom's watching on her computer at her house, and she's like hearing my voice, and mom said she's going nuts looking for me because I'm supposed to come get her.
Yeah, she don't know.
Yeah, look at this, guys. Poor little Lucky girl.
That's funny. Let's see. Where am I at here? Wagner Moore says, "Can you get a puppy UKC registered if the parents are not registered?" Don't quote me on this. You used to be able to, and it was called single registry. I don't know if they still do that, and I don't know if what I'm getting ready to tell you is still the requirements. But it used to be that if you took that dog and you got up with the Breeders Association of that breed, say it's a tree walker, and you got up with someone who was a member of that, they would have certain people that's member of that association you could contact, send them pictures of the dog, or if they were close, they would come out and look at the dog to make sure that it was purebred walker, blue tick, whatever it may be. They would sign off on this paper, and you could send it in UKC to single register a dog. Basically, what that is the registration of that bloodline starts with that dog. You won't have any past lineage whatsoever of any parents or anything. But then you could take that dog and breed it with another registered dog, and you basically started a line of dogs. So that's the way it used to be. I would say go to UKC's website and look up, search single registry, and see if they still do that and what the requirements are. Reading on the Mountain says, "Thanks, I'll check it out. Absolute beginner here, looking to finally get started." Man, Reading on the Mountain, what's your name? For one thing, I'd like to know what your name is. And two, hit me up on Facebook, Nightlife Kennel, or Nick Gillan, whatever. Message me, and I'll try to talk you through a few more places around here. And maybe one night we'll get together and go hunting. Woodrow says, "What color bag is the value pack? If you remember correctly, you're feeding the. It's still the black. Well, it's the black one right now, but then the off season I go to the red bag. So the black he thinks is 2820. That sounds right." Stevie said, "I took the gun from him and knocked him down the hill with my fist. Made me eat a knuckle sandwich." Rex for here in Kentucky, low 20s and high teens. Dog RV, if Clifford would tree anything, I'd be happy. That's what it's about, man. It don't matter. Rex Fitzgerald's okay. Thanks, Stevie. Woodrow says, "Stevie, it would have been hard to get used the gun on him if I was hunting my dog." Yeah, I hear you. I'd tell you some stories about my buddy Kim. Well, I won't. But people mess with his dogs. Let's see. Stevie says Woodrow. Only thing that I saved him was I got to him before the trigger. TDI, yes, a lot of snow. I'm from Finland. Well, that's cool. Thank you for being on here and watching. That's amazing. That's the first Finland. TDI.
TDI. I remember him. I had like a full conversation with this dude. Yeah, man. I remember you. Yeah,
Rex
it's good to hear
says-
from you.
Rex says comp hunting is a joke, in my opinion. Well, I'll just be honest with you. I don't know if it's a joke. It's not for me. I don't really enjoy it. I've tried it, and I don't really enjoy it. I think as far as keeping the sport relative toward the public, anytime you've got something that's controversial like hunting with hounds, and you can turn it into a sport that makes money and stuff. Who is that?
That's
Whose dog is that?
our guy from Finland.
Oh, okay.
I just got your text, man. That's awesome.
I think if you take anything that's controversial like hunting with a hound and turn it into a sport, you make it closer related to football, so on and so forth. And like what UKC's doing with these, the desk, and they've got the hosts out there and the monitor and the live feeds and stuff. Anytime you can take something controversial like that and make it a little more norm by turning to a sport, that's good for that sport. That keeps it relative, and it makes it look, it portrays it in a positive light. On the flip side of that, I think some of the way the dogs are being bred for comp hunting is hurting the everyday pleasure hunter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you're a pleasure hunter and you're not a comp hunter, you got to be careful where you get your dogs from, because if done right, a comp dog is bred totally different and will be different, that bloodline, and a pleasure bloodline the same way. So you kind of have to watch that stuff. But I'm not a comp hunter. I'm glad it's there. I'm glad people doing it. I think they should keep doing it. I think it's on the right track, just not for me personally. But I used to like wrestling too, but I'm not Hulk Hogan. So, Hidden Rail Farm sign off for the night. Got BL5. Thank y'all. Steve May, I don't have the temper to comp hunt. I'm good on this pleasure. Dog doesn't have a chance. Temperament had a lot to do with my issues, man. My name is Kayla. Read on, man. My name is Kayla. Talking to anyone and everyone that will talk to me about it. Well, keep it up, Kayla. There's tons of good people in this sport, in this industry. They'd be more than glad to help you in any way they can. You can message us. You message anybody on Facebook you see that does a lot of hunting on all these kennels. That's the thing. Generally, houndsmen are very open and willing to share their knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Paint Licks, I don't know, Stevie. I'll take a coon dog over a comp dog and win hunts left and right. Uh-oh. CJ's putting it out there. Rex says you're right, Stevie. Maybe we should have a Stevie versus CJ hunt one night. Here I am stirring the pot, poking the bear. How dare I? Hey, if you're watching this, you hadn't already hit that thumbs up button for us, I would really appreciate it. All right, guys. We've been on here an hour and 13 minutes. I'm willing to stay on a little longer if you guys have anything you want to talk about. I've gone through all the comments so far, though. So you guys want to talk about any of the tech, any of the gear, any of the filming, anything like that, put it up here. Questions from
me,
Matt,
Nick,
me, Matt, me, whatever.
Whatever,
Painless
the head honchos.
Painless says I'll have to borrow my brother's dog for that night. He says, Nick, will you hunt PKC? Man, I'm not doing any comp hunt. For one thing, my dog, Hyde, he's a really good pleasure dog. He's not a comp dog. He checks his trees 3 or 4 times. And by the time your comp dogs have already loaded up, scored the tree, and moved on. So I wouldn't stand a chance. Luke Johnson, you're welcome, brother. Everybody, you see Luke Johnson in the comments, go over and subscribe. That is Matt Johnson's little brother. You've seen, was it 2 videos he's been with us? I know he's been 1. Maybe he's been on 2 videos. Hey, Nick, tell the story about the goat on the bridge and Matt. Okay.
That was not.
What Matt?
That was.
Oh, that's funny. I'll tell a story. All right, especially for people who hadn't never been here. This is a funny story. It's not really coon hunt related, except for it happened after a coon hunt on the way home. Um, Stevie, good night, buddy. Good to see you, man.
Not Stevie.
Clay, be good, buddy. So people watching, still hanging in there with us. The goat story. What it was, if you've watched any of my videos, search "Coon Hunt Gone Wrong, Man Down," and you'll see Will Green. He's a buddy of both of ours. He's been in a ton of videos back in the day, and he used to hunt with us a lot. Well, anyway, one night, me and him had been hunting, and actually, I think I was dating my wife now, Caitlin, and she had been with us, and we had took her home, dropped her off, and me and Will was coming back up the mountain, and there's the way we used to come home. There's a little back road takes you through the middle of nowhere. It's I don't know, 10 miles of roads, not a house. You can't hunt on it. It's like a preserve, but it's just a little back road. And we started getting ready to go up this back road. I mean, it come a deluge. It was absolutely pouring the rain. You couldn't hardly see 30 foot in front of the truck with your high beams on. And anyway, we come around this turn, and there's a bridge and a spillway coming off a dam. That's what this place is. It's like a um, watershed where they gather all the water, dam it up, and make water for the city down below. That's why you can't hunt on it. You can't be on it. You just drive through. Anyway, we come around this bridge. I mean, it is just absolutely pouring rain. And standing right in the middle of the bridge, we almost hit this thing. It's this humongous white billy goat. And it's got a collar on. It's got a bell. It's got these big old horns that curl back. I mean, this thing is just like stout. I mean, the thing looks like it weighs 100 pounds. It's right in the middle of the road. And I come to a screeching stop. Well, I have took this pathway like a million times. I've seen this goat. They actually have them pastured right there beside it. We go around the curve. I'll slam on the brakes. My buddy Will is in the seat. He's almost asleep. It kind of wakes him up. He looks at the goat. Flashes of lightning going off, storming, pouring rain. This mean Billy goat looking at us, and he just screams, "Go!" And it scares me. I'm like, "What's your problem?" He's like, every single devil worshiping horror movie they've ever come out with starts out with a goat on the bridge. He's like, if we sit here, they're gonna come out from under the bridge and kill us. Just run it over, go. I'm like, well, we can't just kill this goat. It's a good goat. There's nothing wrong with it. I was like, I swear, I've seen this goat 100 times. He's like, I don't care, run it over, go. So I had to honk the horn. Goat moved out of the way, and up the road we went. But I won't let him leave it down to this day. He spooks kind of easy in the woods.
He does.
He does.
Yeah, he spooks easy anyway.
Let's see. Stevie May. So did you get that woman by your dance moves, Matt?
No.
Des? She ain't seen your dance moves?
No. I mean, she's seen them, but no, not the dance moves. It was the heart.
Oh. Yeah. Wagner Moore, do you know how much it costs to get a dog UKC registered? I don't know any clue, man. It's been years since I've done it. It was like 25 or 30 bucks. I don't know if they went up or not, though. So, all right, guys. Any more questions? Comment below. We'll give you just a second to do so. Do us a favor. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, we are literally like almost 100 subscribers away from 10,000, which is in this niche of YouTube industry category is unheard of as far as coon hunting goes. There's no other channel out there that big, and it blows my mind. And we really like to get that 10,000 number. So if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And also, guys, there's a thing that when we hit subscribe, it'll say all notifications. Click the bell for all notifications right to the right of the subscribe button. That'll give you notifications every time we post a video, man. Yeah, Stevie, you've been here since 300 followers.
Loyal.
That's why he's a moderator on there.
That is why he's a moderator on.
He's the GOAT.
He is.
He's the OG. That's right, Stevie. Reading all Mountain, appreciate you talking to me. We'll connect on Facebook. Absolutely. I appreciate you supporting us. We really do. It's been a long road this past year. And I tell you,
It's been a long road for
the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah. I think we're 4 years now in November is what this came out to be. And man, it has been a wild ride.
It has been.
A lot of things wouldn't be possible without you. Oh, and while you guys are watching, you look right there, I've still got some Nightlife shirts. They just got them in, got them for sale.
I'm actually wearing mine. Oh.
It's got the Nightlife flag and the dog, and then you see a Nightlife on the front chest. I got small through like
3X
3 or
or
4X.
4XL.
If you guys are interested in those,
All I know is we have a lot of shirts, and I had to fold every one of them.
hit me up on Facebook. We're not doing them on the website. I will just straight up do like a PayPal and mail them to you. I don't care what size it is. It used to be like $20 up to like 30 something, $25 shipped to your door, and we'll get one out to you. And I've also got some stickers here. So Nightlife decals. I don't know how everybody's here, but if you guys want to order a shirt, everybody that orders a shirt will get one of these decals until they're gone.
If you order it, I will sign said decal.
Don't ruin their decal.
Man, that signature's famous.
Oh, okay. Stevie, man, I got him up to 4X. So I know you big boy, but you ain't that big. But yeah, if you guys are interested, hit me up on Facebook, message me, or even on Instagram, either one. And we'll work it out and I'll mail one to you. Is anywhere between 24 and 60 for a dog under a year old, and add 25 older than a year, depending on package you got. Thank you, Woodrow. Stevie May, thank God. Our paths crossed, brother. Sure appreciate you. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching on here. Tell a friend about us this week. If you get a chance, say, hey, have y'all checked out Nightlife? Tell them to go subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Hit the like button. We appreciate you. We love you. We're going to get out here and try to make a video if the weather is fit this weekend, right?
Yes, we're going to try.
All right, guys. We love you. We'll see you on the next one. True one for us.